Morning, welcome to day one, session one of fiberglassing the seat behind me. It's going to be done in a few different sessions because, well, the size of it, the shape of it, doing it in different sessions means I can turn it over, I can flip it around, put it on its side, that kind of thing, just to make sure that I get it fully covered and super strong, ready to go in the two-seat F1 car. Before I get started, I just want to go through what I'm going to be using today. So safety first. So working with fiberglass can be really dangerous. The matting that I'm using here can essentially shred on these little bits. Breathe these in, very bad. So decent mask, gloves, must. Getting this stuff on your hands is not good, so always use that. For the fiberglass in itself, I reached out to Swindon Composites supplies, and they sent me the kit that I needed. So we've got the 20 kilo drum of polyester resin, we've got the catalyst, the hardener essentially, you get a tub of acetone, clean off all the tools, clean off, wipe down after each surface, make sure we're getting rid of all the dust and everything like that, which is brilliant. You get a little roller to roll the big pieces in, and even the small pieces, gets out the bubbles. Super handy, although I will recommend clean it very well after you've used it. Also in the kit is you get loads of these, which is amazing. Mixing with these is just so much easier. You've got I don't know if you can see that, but you've got the measurements on the side. It's brilliant to have that, and then you get a buttload of these mixing sticks. And for the hardener, you also get a syringe, so you're really kind of precise on how much is going in. It's not like the end of the world if you go a little bit over or a little bit less, but it's good to get it right. So that's super helpful. Also got is some brushes. These will be one-time use. Along with the roller, it's really good, but this, you can proper dab it into the corners and make sure that each kind of coat is probably sinking into the bottom. And then final is we've got 450 gram matting cut into lots of different sizes here. Big roll next to me which you can't see, and then the two main pieces are already on the seat, one here and one here. So the main part of the seat will be as big a pieces as I can get. And then the smaller pieces are to kind of wrap over the sides, connect everything front to back when it gets to that point. Yeah, so enjoy. Now, because I'm going to be doing the big one to begin with, I'm going to mix up 500. Which on the side I'm looking for a 2% catalyst, so 500, 10 mil. Let's see if I can get this 500 on the first go, shall we? Hey, look at that. It's like I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to change my glove. Okay. So you want to mix it really well. Pretty much as soon as that hardener goes in, it starts to it starts working. So it needs to be mixed. Make sure you scrape the sides. Mix super well. Solid couple of minutes, or a minute or so. Mixing depending on how much you've got in there. That looks about right. Okay, now we're ready. Right, now that we've got it mixed, now it is safety time. Quickly, probably should have done this before I mixed it, but here you go. Right. So for this one, we're going to get the resin. It's such a big piece. Get the resin covered on the front, so it's already saturated on one side. Like that. And then turn it over. That means I know that the back is now fully saturated and I can carry on with the front. Now, there's another option of doing it, is to pre-paint the resin onto the thing before you put the mat down, and then you know there's resin underneath it. So let's try that for the top one. So I'm going to leave this top here till this is set, because then I can actually cut it and fold it over without having to worry about it pulling this off the front. So the idea is essentially to not put the resin all the way to the top so it doesn't seep in and make it really hard, and then I'll have to essentially cut it off. Let's mix up another batch. What I will say is you'll go through a lot of gloves. And also, just while I'm on it, the resin doesn't go as far as you would think it's going to. When you've got a full cup like that, you think, oh my days, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna have loads left. It really doesn't. So plan for that. I think there is probably calculators out there that will tell you exactly how much you're gonna need. Yeah, just keep that in mind. Now the big pieces are on. I'm going to start putting some of the side pieces up and building over onto the top of here. I'm not going to go fully over because I don't want them hanging, and obviously I'm not going to be able to keep them flat underneath the seat. So I'm just going to kind of go up and over and let gravity keep them flat, basically. So smaller pieces. Oh, keep scissors handy because you'll need them. So that's probably session one done. I've got pretty much to the front of the seat, all the way up to right at the top of here. Part of this side is done. The back is reinforced as well, so that's now got 2 layers on it already. What you will get is, especially with using the paint brushes, is that it will pull up some of the fibres so they'll be kind of sticking out. But because they're coated in resin, they get really hard as well. So between coats, there is an element of tidy up before each coat, before each layer of fiberglass goes on, once it's dried anyway. So when I come back, probably later today, it will be a case of going around trimming off. There's a little bit here. You can, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some small fibres that are sticking out, which will go very, very hard and they'll be very sharp. So it's a bit of clean up. It will be set by then, so it will be a case of sanding down what I've already done to make sure it's got a nice rough surface for the next layers of matting and fiberglass to go on. But other than that, good session. I think it went well. See you next time.